Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Skywars today. I actually thought of a couple things that we can talk about today. Have some topics that we should go over, and they're not like incredibly important things, just some changes that have happened on the server, including the Sky Clash updates, and a couple things that I've just kind of noticed. And the two other things I'd like to talk about are actually I can show you through the lobby. The first one, obviously, is the games menu, how they put the classic games, and I'm going to talk about this when we actually start playing, but they put the classic games into its own little section on the games menu here. I'm going to talk about why I don't think that's a good idea. And then secondly, this is even less important, but I've just noticed that when you go to the gifts, I forgot to claim this, and that's why I kind of remembered that. Oh my loud. But look at how, so you get 25, 15 fours, and 10 fives. You get 25 total just for giving 25 gifts, which you can actually get for free from the rewards, or you can buy them, obviously. So like, but then when you come to the leveling, this is where like it's kind of underwhelming being a high level, because it takes you 10 levels in between rewards, and you only get 35 for level 170. Which is 10 more than just the 25 gifts, but at the same time it's assorted. It's not 35 fours and fives. So it's just kind of like weird how underwhelming this stuff is, especially because at that high of a level, a lot of that is just not really important to people. I don't know. I just feel like there should be like a rework. I don't know what it would be, but I feel like there should be a rework for the higher levels, just because it just seems kind of like they're just a lot less useful than what they were earlier on. Alright, we're hopping into some actual gameplay here. Still using the same pack. Alright, let's do this. Let's see what we can do here. First game of the day. Got home feeling pretty good today, so hopefully this goes well. And we can just talk about some things while we kind of try to win games. So the first thing that I want to talk about today is, like I said in the lobby, I don't think I need to go further into that whole gift thing. I just think that there should be a rework. What is that chest? I don't know what that rework would be, because I mean, I'm sure I could brainstorm some things. Maybe you guys have already thought about that same thing. So let me know if you have any ideas, or if you agree with me. You might not agree with me. It's like, why would you give high levels even more advantage? I just think that it's actually should be even across the board, and high levels really can't do anything with the stuff they're given compared to the lower levels. But then again, maybe that's okay because you're a high level and you don't really care that much. So is that guy alive? Alright, that guy is now deceased. But yeah, I don't think I need to go like too much further into that. Oh, you're insane. You're super laggy. Every player on the server is laggy, man. Oh man, this guy's... Wait, did that guy not actually see me? Alright, let's get that on. So, the thing I'll talk about this game is the fact that they've recently grouped all of those classic, quote-unquote classic games into... Did that guy? Oh, he's over here. Quote-unquote classic games into one clickable category, and I think this was a really big mistake on Hypixel's part. I'm hoping that they that guy took actual knockback. I feel like we're playing Shire a lot, but anyways, I'm hoping that they reverse that. I think all the games in there should have their own segment still, where you can click on them from the main game tab. This just, you can already see the effects of it. I knew the second I saw it. I was actually on when they updated that, and it just appeared, and whoa. And the second I saw that, I already knew exactly why this was going to be a problem. Is because it's killing the player counts. Okay. It's killing the player counts in the games already. You can see it. The games that used to have, you know, like paintball, for example, I always used to play that kind of late at night. And it would have like 30, 40 people. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, this is going to be a miracle to win. Classic Shire, am I right? I'm hoping this works. I'm not gonna get kicked for flying here. Okay. Let's pop this speed. We're gonna need speed here. What is that guy doing? Whew. Alright. Without a chest plate, man. Sometimes you just gotta back up and reassess. Let's just eat this up real quick, and let's get stuck in the... I was kidding, dude. I didn't think that would happen. Shire is flawless, though. But back to what I was talking about. With paintball, you know, there used to be 20 or 30, or even like 40, 50 people late at night, like 11 o'clock my time. Now there's like 20, 15. Like last night there was 15, and you couldn't even finish a game. Like couldn't even load into a game. Especially if it gave you a map that had more players than were actually currently playing in the game mode. That's a GG. You can't play that game the rest of the night. So that means that not only North Americans that are on at that time can't play it, but pretty much all of the other time zones around the world can't play those games. So it's just basically killed those games finally. And not that I'm like a huge fan of most of those, but I do think that it's not really fair to completely... Oh boy. That guy... I'm gonna have to go for this guy. I don't think he really... Does this guy have... Oh, that's actually... Wait, what? He left the game. What happened? Did he just fall to his death? I thought I heard him die out here. These laggy players, man. Holy. Let's just try to get these pants here. Okay. I think that they should revert it back to what it was. I know I've repeated myself a little bit here, but I really think that they should revert it back to its former way, because that way the games aren't absolutely dead for people. And it really is a pretty big problem if you think about it. Is this guy on the roof? It really is a pretty big problem. Yeah, man, you could combo me all you want. But yeah, I just, that's something pretty recent that they've done, so I figured it would be kind of good to get my opinion of that. Not like really anyone cares about my opinion, but who knows, maybe someone does. Or agrees with me. Let me know again what you think about that. What are you... Oh my god, he strengthed me. Holy god, that guy looked like a noob. Just because he was an ally. I mean, he still was, clearly. He stayed on his island like that, but... Get that out of there, get that back. Oh, I hear it, man. What are you... Did that guy fall? Oh my god. Oh boy. So that pretty much sums up my thoughts on that. You know, it's just kind of sad to replace some classic games with, you know, newer games that, yeah, you can get the newer games more exposure on the main page like that, but at the same time you're basically like hiding all of the classics that have been on the server forever. So I just don't really know how I feel about that move, but maybe they'll change it back if enough people don't like it. Frankly, I know where they are, so I'm not going to be affected. I mean, I'm going to be affected because people aren't playing them anymore, but yeah, I don't know. But on to the next thing was actually, it's kind of weird that I'm commentating about this in Skywars, as it's going to be, I'm going to be talking about Sky Clash. Let's actually just kill this guy really quick. Let's run back into the middle. Let's go on a little strength rampage if we can here. Oh, whoa. Let's just get this guy. Alright, got him. Let's run down here. Alright. Whew. Let's just get this kill. Alright, and then we can actually just get... Maybe we can clean this up. I don't... Maybe. Whew. I take so much knockback. Alright, this guy didn't figure out that I have actually not gone off the map, so let us take advantage of this. And you're dead. Is that guy still over there? Might be back in the middle. Let's just go back towards the middle, and you're dead. Alright, GG. didn't even get to the Sky Clash part of this commentary, but basically, if you don't play Sky Clash, I'll kind of fill you in. I don't know. It was a pretty big change in that game. You know, they added a couple new maps, which is cool, but they changed a lot of the kits, and they added a couple new ones. It was a pretty big update, which was pretty crazy because they've been updating a lot. They just updated Quake, which is actually another reason why I think it's kind of weird that they updated Quake and then they immediately killed the player count of Quake. Sick. So, I don't know. It's just kind of strange to me, but back to Sky Clash. It's a pretty big update. And the big change for me that I saw was the fact that they nerfed Cleric, which thank God they nerfed that kit. It was so broken. If you weren't aware, you get a Gapple, you get 3/4 gold, a sharp 2 or a sharp 1 gold sword. I'm talking about, this isn't even at master level. This is at like Cleric 5 or 6, I think 6. And you get 3 health pot 3s, golden apple, 3/4 gold armor, leather chest plate, a sharp 1 gold. It's just so your passive is you heal over time. Like, it was beyond overpowered, and I couldn't tell you the amount of times that I've been abused by that kit. You know, you win the fight 3 or 4 times, but they just heal pot you and come back in, and there's nothing you can do. You just cannot regen that fast. This guy's pretty good at the game. If I hit him off, that would have been hilarious. I'm just gonna go for it. Why not, you know? Oh, you're sick with the cleans, buddy. Oh, man. That was pretty good. Let me just kill this guy first. Oh, man. He can click his mouse really fast. You see that, guys? Oh, he's gonna try to KB abuse me here, because he's losing the fight by a mile. He's dropped his sword. He rotted so many times he threw his sword. I'm not gonna make fun of him, because I've done that too. Not because I'm rotting too much, just because I'm incompetent and I throw my sword all the time in the middle of a fight. Not so much recently, but it's happened so much. Holy shit. Did I... Okay. Wow. To sum that up, this is basically the main point of the whole like Sky Clash commentary part, was just that class was so overpowered that I had Cleric 5 for a really long time, and I had a better KD with Cleric 5 than I did with both of my masters. And I won more consistent. Everything stats-wise was better with a Cleric 5 than a Master, which is 8. A Master, Swordsman, and Berserker, which should tell you that there's a huge difference there. But I'm just happy that's resolved, and you know, hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed this commentary. At least I had something to talk about today. If you did, I'd really appreciate a like. If we could go for, I don't know, should we get ambitious? Let's go for 300 likes. Well, I mean, I know you guys can do that, but let's see what you guys think about this episode. So leave a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you're brand new. Thank you guys for the support recently. It's been awesome, and see you guys in the next episode. Peace.